New Android malware, Agina, banker, steals financial data and bypasses 2FA via Telegram. A new Android malware called Agina, banker has been targeting bank customers in Central Asia since November 2024. Discovered by Singapore-based Group IB, the malware steals financial information and bypasses two-factor authentication, 2FA, through Telegram. It spreads via Telegram channels posing as legitimate apps for banking, payments, and government services. The malware collects sensitive data such as SIM card information, SMS messages, and banking details. It also exploits Android's accessibility features to prevent uninstallation and increase privileges. Agina, banker is actively developed, with a network of affiliates distributing it in a coordinated campaign. The attack overlaps with other malware families like Spynote and Gigabud, suggesting a large, organized cybercrime operation. GitLab patches critical flaw allowing unauthorized pipeline job execution. GitLab has released security updates addressing 17 vulnerabilities, including a critical flaw, CV 2024-6678, CVSS score, 9.9, that allows unauthorized users to execute pipeline jobs. This issue affects GitLab Community and Enterprise editions from versions 8.14 up to 17.3.2. The vulnerability, along with several others of varying severity, has been patched in the latest updates. While there's no evidence of active exploitation, users are urged to apply the patches immediately. This marks the fourth critical GitLab flaw addressed in the past year, highlighting the need for proactive security measures. New Vo1d malware infects 1.3 million Android TV boxes worldwide. A new malware named Vo1d, or Vo1d, has infected nearly 1.3 million Android-based TV boxes across 197 countries. The malware, discovered by Russian antivirus vendor Dr. Web, acts as a backdoor, allowing attackers to secretly install third-party software. Major infection hotspots include Brazil, Morocco, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Argentina. Vo1d replaces system files on affected devices, including modifying system daemons to ensure its persistence. It targets models such as KJ Smart 4 KVIP, R4, and TV Box, exploiting outdated Android versions. Attackers use the malware to monitor directories and install APK files as directed by a command and control server. The source of the infection remains unclear but could involve unofficial firmware or pre-existing compromises that grant root access. Budget device manufacturers using outdated OS versions may be partially responsible for the malware spread. Exposed Selenium Grid servers targeted for crypto mining and proxyjacking. Exposed Selenium Grid servers are being exploited for cryptocurrency mining and proxyjacking due to a lack of authentication in their default configurations. Selenium Grid allows parallel web browser testing, but its vulnerability is being abused by attackers to inject malicious scripts. In 2 observed campaigns, attackers use a reverse shell to download further payloads, including the IPRoyal PON and EarnFM proxy services, which allow the sale of internet bandwidth. Another campaign uses the PWNKit vulnerability to drop the XMRig crypto miner. Organizations using Selenium Grid are advised to enable authentication to prevent such abuses. Iranian cyber group OilRig targets Iraqi government in sophisticated malware attack. The Iranian state-sponsored cyber group OilRig, also known as APT-34, has launched a sophisticated malware attack targeting Iraqi government networks, including the Prime Minister's office and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. According to a report by Checkpoint, OilRig used a new malware set, Vo1d and Spiral, to execute PowerShell commands and steal sensitive data. The attack leveraged social engineering tactics, deploying malicious files disguised as legitimate documents. Once executed, these files deployed malware with advanced command and control, C2, mechanisms, including a custom DNS tunneling protocol and email-based channels using compromised government email accounts. OilRig's tactics, techniques, and procedures, TTPs, reflect their past operations, utilizing DNS queries and compromised email accounts to communicate with the C2 server. This attack highlights ongoing cyber efforts by Iranian actors to infiltrate and compromise government infrastructures in the region.